Hello, everybody. Welcome along. And it's a big welcome back for our first live watch along of 2025 for various reasons involving my daughter's inability to go to sleep at night and my inability to be healthy for the entire year. We haven't been here, but we're back. And hopefully, it's not the first time this weekend we are going to be live for you. And we're going to start off with a really big championship game tonight. It's Burnley versus Sunderland. This should be really, really good. Really significant game up at the top of the table. Burnley can go top if they win. Sunderland can go into the automatic promotion places if they win. It's an all top four clash. Should be a cracker. Two teams having great seasons. Two teams that are hard to beat. This should be a very tight, very tense game. Let's say some hellos to some of you lot in the chat. Let's go straight in with Cara, who's not only always here when it's Sunderland, but always here with a super chat. Tremendous stuff. How way the lads. Thank you, Cara, and thank you for the continued support. Again, not the first time. We really, really appreciate that. Who else am I saying hello to? Ian. Away the lads. The Sunderland fans are in tonight, aren't they? There's another one. Kev. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing a new side of the... We're going to talk about Enzo Lafie, who everybody is very, very excited about from a Sunderland persuasion, aren't they? And he starts tonight at Turf Moor for Sunderland. Ewan, welcome to you, fella. Ian, hoping for an entertaining game. Does he start, David? I assume he's talking about Enzo Lafie. Yes, he does. Even to Ashley, representing channel members there. Evening to you, matey. And same there with Paul. Sign up. Become a channel member. Support the channel. And you get some perks, including that beautiful membership badge down the side there. Kieran, welcome to you. Super Tony Mowbray, says Jack Jones. Have they rehired him, Jack? Something I don't know. I know West Brom were talking to them. Away, Enzo the Elf. There we go. Let's say a few more hellos here. Howay. There you go. Liam, Happy New Year to you, mate. The Stephen Fletcher Derby. Very nice. Evening, Carbos. Boom. Yes, he's in the starting 11. Dave, you absolute legend. Welcome to you, fella. Phil, our first Leeds United fan, asking for an entertaining draw. There you go. R.I.P. Dennis Law. Is that news that I haven't heard as well? Oh, going on here as well. Tony Mowbray been announced at 8 p.m. There you go, in 25 minutes. Drew. Evening, Ben. Up the clarets. Kelly. Now, Kelly emailed me and told me she was going to do this. So let's all just give a huge, massive fire emojis, round of applause emojis for Kelly in the comments. 20 memberships being gifted. Go and grab one right now. Kelly, you absolute legend, you absolute angel. Thank you ever so much for doing that for everybody. And you can get involved with the channel a little bit more if you can get yourself a membership. So thank you very, very much, Kelly. I think she was going to do that a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't been on since. So hugely, hugely kind, Kelly. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Thank you so much. Go and grab a free membership. You can join our wonderful WhatsApp group. You can get early access to videos as well that go out, pre-recorded videos. And you can join our roundtable chats as well. All good fun. Right, I've got some more hellos to do. Just one more thank you to Kelly before she disappears off the bottom here. Thank you so much. Really, really kind gesture. Sai, welcome to you. Jeff, sorry I'm late. It's not good enough, Jeff. Come on, tardy. I'm joking. And yeah, we're sounds like Dennis Law has been announced as no longer with us. So really, really sad. Get your tributes in for Dennis Law there in the chat. Apparently, the gift memberships are randomly handed out, are they? I don't know, Kelly. I just sit behind the camera and talk. But thank you once again. You're getting some rave reviews there in the chat. Last one, Helen. Evening, Ben from a Leeds fan, praying for a draw. I mean, it works out well if you're a Leeds fan or a Sheffield United fan if it is a draw tonight, doesn't it? But You can't lose if you're a Leeds fan or a Sheffield United fan tonight, because one or other of these two is going to drop points, and that's going to help either way around. There we go. Some of these memberships from Kelly being snapped up there. Welcome to you, Lee. Up to Sunderland, says Tyler in the chat. Long trip to Fratton. Oh, my goodness me. Peter, what time are you going in the morning? Richard, I missed seeing your electric organ in the back. It's over there. There's 2 keyboards over there, but yeah, we don't have room in the background now. Right. Should we get into team news and whatnot for this one tonight? Make sure you've hit the thumbs up button if you are live and in person in the stream here. In fact, let's do a like spike right now. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching right now. You've got 11 seconds. Away you go. You're going to have to help me out with the like totals here, because for some reason my Wi-Fi is not reaching my garage. Fortunately, this computer here is plugged into the Ethernet on the wall, but I can't get it on my iPad there, which is annoying. So you'll have to tell me how we're doing for likes. We normally get to about 50 before kickoff, don't we? So hopefully we can push that number very, very nicely. Cappy asking about Mr. Chansiri. Goodness me. Maybe we talk about that. We'll talk about that at half time. Where are we? 25 likes, 20, 30. It's going up. 25. Deary me. Right. 0-0 inbound. Jack. Someone's mentioned it. Look, we'll do predictions in a minute, but it could be a tight game, this one. Like the stream for a chance to win free Oasis. Are you giving them away, Cara? Because I haven't got any for sure. There we go. Right, so we get into the team lineups for this one. It is Burnley versus Sunderland. Right, here are your lineups for Burnley versus Sunderland tonight. In goal for Burnley, he made my team of the season so far, James Trafford. And across the back, Connor Roberts, CJ Egan-Riley, who made Sam Parkin's team of the season so far. Maxime Esteve, who probably could have made both of our teams of the season so far, and Bashir Humphreys. It's Cullen and Laurent in front of those guys. We're assuming Footmob's probably wrong there with Lyle Foster wide. I imagine he's going to play down the middle. Well, you tell me, and Fleming will be out there. But maybe we'll see Fleming in the 10. I don't know. Those 4, in some way, shape or form, Anthony, Brownhill, Foster and Fleming. Do you know what? Let me know in the chat, especially if you're a Burnley fan. I think Foster has played wide this season, hasn't he? That is your Burnley 11. For Sunderland, Patterson in goal. It is Hume and Sirkin, who we've liked very much, the Sunderland fullbacks. Mepham and O'Neill. Dan Neil and Joe Bellingham. Joe Bellingham made both mine and Sam Parkin's team of the seasons so far. You can check that video out elsewhere on the channel. Pat Roberts and Chris Rigg. And there is Enzo Laffey. I hope he's worth the hype, because the Sunderland fans have been bigging him up all week to me. And here he is in the 11. Wilson Isidore is having a good old time up front as well. Those are your 11. Shall we have a little look at the benches here? For Burnley, Hladky, Worrell, Egan, Perez, Sane, Barnes, Rodriguez, Sarmiento and Koleosho. For Sunderland, Moore, Ballard, Hjelde, Ashiche, I never know how to pronounce his name, Jones, Alexic, Samed, Mayenda, and Trey Samuel Augustonyi. You're really testing my pronunciation skills here. I think what that says, if there's Sunderland players I haven't heard of on the bench, Burnley have probably got a better bench. But you know the deal, going up against these parachute teams, they always have the stronger squads, don't they? Let's say some more, we got comments here. Should we say hello to the great Matt SB, there he is in the chat, the great man. It's the Benjamin Bloom Matt SB derby soon in the FA Cup, where Ipswich are going to dismantle Coventry, aren't they, Matt? Ian's going for Al-Sheesh. Al-Sheesh. There we go. We got any more hellos in here? What are we saying here? People are sleeping on how much quality Sunderland actually have. Oh, I don't know anymore. Maybe they were at the start of the season, Jack, but we didn't know. We didn't know, did we? Riggs' 50 appearance at age 17. Insane, isn't he? Absolutely insane. Sheffield Wednesday Fans Forum is getting some mentions in the chat. Of course it is. And the memberships are getting gifted strong here. Thank you, Cara. Another one gifted there. Take it, grab it, go get it. We've already had Kelly's wonderful gift up here. I can put that back on the screen as well. There you go. Thank you so much, Kelly. And we had Cara's fantastic super chat at the start of the show. The kindness of the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel subscribers. Yeah. They're just doing it on Sky now. Dennis Law has died age 74. So that's the first I've seen that confirmed. The great Dennis Law, formerly of Manchester United and Manchester City. Who else did Dennis Law play for? Huddersfield? Part of the Holy Trinity, wasn't it? Best, Law and Charlton. And sadly, all three of those are no longer with us. Get your tributes in for Dennis Law. If anybody here saw him play, tell us all about it in the comments. Cov Ipswich confirmed. Right, Matt, we need to get this organised now. You get on it. Send me a WhatsApp, Matt. Get on the tickets for us for that one. I'm sure Ashley will be there as well. We'll have a beer, Ashley. Do I think Ipswich will survive this season? I don't know. 1 week I do, 1 week I don't. Gizmo. I never knew Dennis Law died. And yes, I saw him play. Unbelievable. What a player. Right, let's have a little looky, guys, at what else is going on in the Championship this round. You can still dive in and have a look at mine and Sam's predictions. Have a check on Matt's channel as well. Matt and Sophie's predictions for what's going on this weekend. Between the four of us, we'll get at least one of them right, won't we? Here we go. So Burnley, Sunderland tonight. Sam Parkin is on Cardiff Swansea on TalkSport summarising tomorrow. So do support Sam at lunchtime. By the way, we may be back tomorrow for another watch along. You'll have to let me know. Also, we've got Leeds and Sheffield Wednesday on ITV, haven't we, on Sunday? So we may check that one out as well. We'll see. Millwall versus Hull and Plymouth QPR are the other earlies on Saturday. It is then Coventry, Bristol City, Derby, Watford. And by the way, as I'm reading these out, let me know if you're headed to any of these games. Let me know where you're headed, especially if you're going as an away fan. I think... who was it? Peter said he's travelling from Middlesbrough down to Portsmouth. That sounds fun. Luton, Preston is Matt Bloomfield's debut. Oxford, Blackburn. We've got Pompey, Middlesbrough. Sheffield United versus Norwich. That's a Premier League game not so long ago. In fact, I witnessed one of those, although that was Norwich, Sheffield United, not Sheffield United, Norwich, but you know what I'm saying. West Brom versus Stoke. And we're getting an idea that... West Brom may be announcing a new manager in the next 15 minutes. You'll have to keep across that for me, you lot here in the chat. There is the terrestrial TV. Look at that. Hello, hello. Leeds versus Sheffield Wednesday on Sunday. That should get a huge audience relative to what Sky do and TNT and Amazon and all of that. But when we get football on terrestrial, absolutely fantastic. Let me know if you are headed to a game. Stevie, Dennis Law sent Man United down. Yes, he did when he was playing for Man City with a backfield. What a player. Lee, yeah, we will see you at Coventry. Why don't Ipswich play Clark? Levels above Broadhead. Oh, Broadhead's so beautiful, though, Cara, isn't he? What a player. Yeah, Clark's just easing his way in. Although it's taken most of the season. Now, Argyle fan here. 20 cup finals. 1.5 points per game. That'll do you. That'll do you, fella. New manager in for Plymouth. Let's hope he gets a similar reaction to the lads at QPR and Sheffield Wednesday last year. A couple of brilliant managerial hires down there doing the damage, making the difference. Kieran, look at that loyalty. He's always off to the game for Bristol City there. He's off to Coventry. Liam making the short trip across to Leeds. And that is all of your championship fixtures sorted out. We'll get to predictions in just a jiffy. In fact, should we do them right now? Let's get your predictions in for this one. You don't have to be big. You don't have to be clever. Just literally write Burnley something, Sunderland. Get me your score lines in for this one. I think I might kick us off. What did I say with Sam? Did I say 1-1? I think I said 1-1. And I'm pushing it being over 1.5 goals there. It feels like it's going to be a tight one, doesn't it? I'm sure we'll get plenty of low scoring predictions in. You have got 24 seconds, guys, to get your predictions in. I'm going to try and read them all out for you. Get your predictions in for Burnley versus Sunderland. Really eager to know how you see this going. Burnley probably favourites with the home advantage. Maybe a bit of extra squad quality, but Sunderland are a good side. Could they make a statement win? Predictions in now. Go. Brilliant stuff. We'll let those predictions roll in. Keep your tributes coming in for Dennis Law, a football giant. If you saw him play, let us know where you saw him. Did he score? He probably did, didn't he? The great Dennis Law has died tonight at the age of 84. Right. Are we ready for some predictions? Let's get in there right now. Lee, 2-0 Burnley. Ewan, 0-0. There we go. Kev, 2-1 Sunderland. Phil with a Desmond. David, 2-0 Sunderland. The Great, Matt SB, Burnley 1, Sunderland 1. Ben, Burnley 1, Sunderland 0. Another channel member, I think, there, Ben. Oh, he's been a Patreon subscriber, I think, one way or the other. Etienne, 2-0 Sunderland. There we go. Fulham 1958 isn't subscribing to my... You'll be lucky to get over 1.5 goals in this one. He's gone 4-3. Happy days. Drew, 2-1 Burnley. Cara is maybe slightly partisan towards Sunderland, but she says 3-0 to the Mackhams. Scott, Burnley 1-0. Peter, same, 1-0 Burnley. Dave, 2-1 Sunderland. Stevie with the Desmond. Jeff with the 1-1. Brian, 1-0 Burnley. Kieran, 2-1 Sunderland. Gizmo, 1-1. 2-1 Sunderland for Carbos. 0-0 Liam. Get it in there. Ed, 1-0 Sunderland. What badge is that on there? Sheffield Wednesday, is that? I can't read that. Or is it a tiger? Hull? I don't know. 3-1 Ian to Sunderland. 1-0 Sunderland for SAFC. Greg, 1-0 Sunderland. Plenty of love for Sunderland here. 1-1. I think that's what I went for, isn't it? Martin, 3-2 Burnley. Paul, 3-2 Sunderland. I will take 3-2 any which way if you're going to give me 5 goals tonight. Ashley on the Desmond. Cappy, 1-1. Right, I'm going to butcher this name, and I'm so sorry. Abubakar, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. 1-0 Burnley. He's had a good innings, as Mimar would say, absolutely. 3-0 Sunderland. 2-1 Sunderland. More hype from Mackham on a mission for Lafay. Gavin, 3-3. Why not? I mean, I'd love it, but why not? Because these defences are so good, aren't they? Mind blown, 2-1. Sunderland, 1-1, Funky Joa. Mandy, 2-1, Sunderland. 1-1, Callum. We're nearly there. John Boy, 1-0. I'm assuming that's to Burnley. Flip, glad you're calling this game, mate. So am I. Thank you for being so patient, everybody. I literally got home from work at 4 a.m. on New Year's Day and was just ill the next day I woke up. I think I was supposed to do, who was it? Was it Sunderland and Sheffield United on New Year's Day? I can't remember. I was supposed to do that. We had to cancel that. And then any parents in the chat, tell me, what did you do when your toddler had a sleep regression? Because I am not having a good night's sleep any night now. I'm up at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. going up there, comforting poor old Enid every night. It says on the internet 2 to 6 weeks. But look at the state of me after 1 week of this. Look at the extra grey in the beard. So, yeah, we've struggled to get online, but we're trying to cope with it our best. Any parents in the chat, get involved with your sleep regression stories. It's not been fun, put it that way. Let's have a little look at the championship table. And just so we can see the lay of the land tonight, we've had the Leeds and Sheffield United fans in the chat here sort of worrying, wanting this one to be a draw. But look at it. Leeds 53, Burnley 52, Sheffield United 52, Sunderland 50. Remember that factors in a 2 points deduction for Sheffield United. So look, a Sunderland win. I mean, unless they win by 13 goals, they're not going top, but they could tie Leeds at the top of the table. Certainly going to be moving above Burnley if they win, which is the kind of key thing. Just overtake the people you can overtake. And then a Burnley win would take them clear at the top of the table. So it's a really fascinating game. If it is drawn, we're on 53, 53, 52, 51. But of course, we then still have Sheffield United versus Norwich and Leeds versus Sheffield Wednesday to come later in the week. Let's do some more comments. Dennis Lord Jimmy was born on the same day. What a great day for football that was. Ewan, some more predictions coming in here. Robert, 2-1 Burnley. Archibald, can you have a shout out? Consider it done. Brian, thank you. Very, very kind. Kelly, who has now got legendary status on the channel for that brilliant donation there of 20 memberships. What was her prediction? I should read that out, shouldn't I? 2-1 Sunderland. Lots of advice here to feed my daughter. Lots of stuff. But, oh, bless her. She wakes up and then she just gets straight out of bed and walks to the door. Nothing you can do, is there? Try the disappearing chair. I don't know about that. Let me just tell you a little anecdote. You'll laugh because I got her to sleep the other day and I literally crept out of the room like Mission Impossible stuff. I'd already closed the baby gate, so I didn't make a noise with that. I clambered over it silently. I pulled the door closed really, really slowly. I turned the handle. I put it up really, really slowly. No noise. I turned to my right. I put one step on the floorboard. It squeaked. She woke up straight away. It like taken me 30 minutes to get her down and then like 3 minutes of silence to get out of the door. Deary me. There we go. Sleep mission impossible indeed. Get the wife to wake up and bite. The problem is, if you're a bloke in this position, Cara, you've got a lot of receipts to pay where your missus has got up 18 times a night for the first 2 years. So there we go. Just need to wait it. Well, that's what the literature says, doesn't it? 2 to 6 weeks of crappy sleep. And away we go. Gavin, great to see Sunderland keeping up the parachute. Boys, yeah, they've been brilliant, Sunderland, haven't they? Where did I have Sunderland? Someone look up my predictions. Way down. I don't know, like 15th or something. Way down in the table, I had Sunderland. They've brilliantly proved me wrong. More power to them. Ben, views on Matt Bloomfield. Done a great job at Wigan. Such a big step up to the Championship and apart from short time at Colchester, it's the only club he's known. Big risk. He doesn't have much time. Yeah, good luck to Matt Bloomfield at Luton. I had a good debate with Gab Sutton about this on the Sportsman podcast earlier in the week. And check that out over on their YouTube channel. Gab was convinced he wouldn't jump ship from Wickham. Needless to say, I wasn't. And the next day he did indeed go. I think it might have even been the same day. But yeah, good luck to him. I mean, in some ways you admire loyalty of people who stay, but in some ways you do admire people who back themselves. He's taken a parachute team. And if he has anything like the impact he had at Wickham, Luton will be flying up the table. Right. Players are in the tunnel. There's Josh Brownhill and Dan Neal and James Trafford. What's Patterson's first name? Why am I not remembering that? What's the Sunderland keeper's first name? Answer me quickly. Anthony, is it? Anthony. There's Anthony Patterson in the tunnel, whose name I forgot. I should know things like this, shouldn't I? Right, a couple more comments as the players come out, then we'll get into this. Robert, we play Huddersfield tomorrow with Wrexham and Wickham dropping points recently. Maybe, yeah, Huddersfield. And Huddersfield have been busy in the transfer window, haven't they? Check out mine and Matt SB's League One predictions. We love to talk League One. Film each and every Monday, Tuesday, and Matt puts it out as well. The only thing that will stop Leeds is Leeds. Isn't it always so, my friend? Should be on Sky Sports, but that's very kind, Mackham. But I'm very happy, sat in my garage here. Although, spoiler alert, they do it from Osterley sometimes, don't they? I don't know if Emma and Joby and who else is in there? Curtis Davis today are down in, I think they are in studio today. So nice gig. Yeah, not too far. Gab, yeah, fair play to Gab for it. To be fair, I'm having a dig at Gab for missing the Matt Bloomfield thing, but great prediction to have Sunderland high up the table. Right, players are coming out. If anyone can keep count while we're doing a like spike, because I've got no internet in my garage to update it on my iPad. Let's do one more like spike before we go, and just tell me in the chats if we've reached 50 likes before kick off here. You got 11 seconds. Hit that like button. Go. Thank you, everybody, for all of your support. Remember, the easiest thing you can do to support the show here is to just literally hit the like button and get the chat going down there. Look at what's going on with my hair. Like being electrocuted at the back there. Dearie me. What you can do, though, is really help out, and you can donate, or you can join up here as a YouTube member on Patreon. I would recommend joining up here on YouTube. We're tending to push the YouTube memberships. And thank you to the wonderful, wonderful the donators today who have been Cara, who always super chats, bless her. Thank you so much. And Kelly, with a mind-bogglingly kind 20 Benjamin Bloom memberships. And Cara also gifting one as well there. So we really appreciate those two ladies for the support. Thank you so, so much. Oh, yeah, I should raise this, Callum. Beer 52 will be back for the playoffs, okay? So no golden ticket. No golden ticket promo anymore. I've still even got the golden ticket laying there, but we will be back partnered with Beer 52 for the playoffs. I have had it confirmed. 55 likes. Unbelievable scenes. Met Gab once at Sheffield Wednesday. Good fella. Much taller than you'd imagine as well, Gab. He's bloody huge, that bloke. He's like 6'4" or something. Kelly, in California, Paramount taking too long to start the match. Kelly, make sure you hit pause on me so we don't spoil any of the action for you. Kevin, draw all day long. I mean, Kevin, I do tend to agree. I think I went 1-1 in the predictions with Sam. What did Sam go for? I think Sam went, did he go Burnley 1-0? I think he did. I can't remember. Deary me. Lots of shows, lots going on. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Looks like a lovely tribute. Maybe these are all Burnley fans who are maybe no longer with us, being flashed up on the screen. If you want to pay tribute to them too as well, stick some applause emojis. They're all our friends. Come one, come all, EFL Championship fans. We're all one and the same. So feel free to put your applause emojis in for those Burnley fans being flashed up on the screen right now. who are no longer with us. And of course, your applause emojis in for the great Dennis Law, who is no longer with us, who has died today at the age of 84. Dennis Law, part of the Holy Trinity with Bobby Charlton and George Best, with Matt Busby, that great European Cup winning Manchester United team. Amazing player, Dennis Law. And we are also paying tribute to these Burnley fans here who've probably passed in 2024, I'm going to guess, that are being flashed up on the screen. As well, here ahead of kickoff in Burnley versus Sunderland. Let's get into this. Sam went 1-0 to the Burnley boys. Did he indeed? It's very predictable of Mr. Parkin. There you go. That's the one result I'm against here today. I did all right in the predictions last week, didn't I? It was a good day for once. A rare good day. A 13-5 victory for me. But Sam is still ahead on the weekly. Keep up. Predictions will be live on Monday, actually, because we've got a 3-game week coming up in the EFL Championship. Right, here we go then. Burnley versus Sunderland from Turf Moor. Turf Moor, happy place. As that guy on I'm a Celebrity said once. Who was that? He's like a radio presenter or something. I don't remember. Right, we are about to go. Burnley versus Sunderland. Make sure you're lined up with me. Make sure if I'm ahead of you on the feed here, I'm on Sky Sports Football Live on a TV feed, so I probably will be ahead if you are on an internet feed. But make sure you pause me so we don't spoil any of the action for you here. As Burnley are set to kick off, and up and away we go. It's Burnley versus Sunderland in the Championship. Get your views in throughout the game. Let me know your thoughts. How do you see it panning out? Can you tell me what's about to happen before it's happened? A lot of you lot can in the chat. Burnley knocking the ball around the back to begin with. It's going to go long from Esteve, and it's going to go out of play. Is it in the right back area? No. Forced to play it there, Hume. And they're going to have to play out now through Bellingham, who has drawn a foul immediately from Zian Fleming. 30 seconds gone. Free kick to Sunderland. Here are your 22 guys. Trafford in goal for Burnley. Roberts, Humphreys, Esteve, Egan Riley, Cullen, Laurent, Anthony Brownhill, Foster, and Fleming. By the way, it looks like FootMob are right. It looks like Foster's out wide and Fleming is down the middle. So I will issue a public apology to FootMob there. Why did I ever doubt your computerized algorithm that puts players in the right positions? For Sunderland, Patterson in goal, Human Sirkin, Mepham O'Neill, Neil Bellingham, Roberts Lafie on debut, Rigg, the Wonder Kid, and Isidore. And here comes Sunderland down the left-hand side. It's opened up, and that is a horrendous cross by Enzo Lafie. The much-hyped Enzo Lafie, not covering himself in glory. There's a load of space there down the left-hand side, and he just booted it over the bar into the stand. Ben, you absolute legend. Ben has paid $4.99 on Super Chat there to guarantee we get anything other than a nil effing nil. He's putting it into the universe. Thank you so much, Ben. Very, very kind for the Super Chat. Not his first either. We've got some wonderful regular supporters here, and we are very grateful for everything you do. Liam, are you across that? Keep us updated on Harrogate, Cheltenham. I think Harrogate had a pretty good go against Leeds, didn't they, in the FA Cup? I think they just sat in and defended, but you would, wouldn't you? Take the money, cash the check from the away crowd or the away game. Lewis, welcome to you. Legendary Derby fan in the chat there, Lewis, who I've shared a pint with up at Pride Park before Derby versus Oxford. And many moons ago, one of Liam Manning's last games as Oxford manager, that. Free kick for Sunderland, taken quickly. Although we're having a nice sustained 10-second shot of Regis Lebris. I think the ref is going to pull that one back. Nothing doing thus far. Ball's played back into Patterson, closed down by Fleming. Fleming left one. Did he on Patterson? No, just closed him down. Patterson hit the deck. No foul. Brownhill slides that back to Egan Riley. Am I right? Burnley also have John Egan. So they could have Egan and Egan Riley at centre back. What a partnership. Paul, tough one to call this. Burnley very tight defensively. You're not wrong. And I would add to that, Sunderland a good defensive side as well. There's a nice ball into the channel for Jaden Anthony. And Hume dived in. Anthony got behind him. The cross goes in and it's out for a corner. I think Jaden Anthony had more time there than he thought. He could have dribbled that into the box, couldn't he? He went for the early cross. We're not going to see the replay because they took the corner quickly and now the corner's broken down. Come on, Sky. Show the replay again. Sirkin kind of dived in. No foul got given. And I think Anthony could have dribbled that right into the 6-yard box. He's going to get a second go at the corner. Anthony right-footed. Oh, clever one. Bounced into the near post. And Foster was completely free. I think that might have been a better chance than I thought. No one goes with him. Oh, it is a good chance. To be fair, A, the ball bounces up at him funny. And B, Sunderland have a player and the keeper on the near post. So he's going to really have to hammer that to get it past both of them. But yeah, he was free on the near post. Paul Warren finally got his target man. Who is it, Lewis? Who are you talking about? Is this a new signing today? Robert, randomly visit Derby on a day off work. There you go. Bought a Greg's from there as well. So impressive. Sunderland have brought together such a talented starting level without any parachute. They've done well, Sunderland, haven't they? Built this squad up nicely with young players. We all kind of said, where's the experience? Sirkin clears that away. And he's out of position again. Anthony, right wing. Anthony crosses in, headed out by Mepham. Nicely followed in by Egan Riley. Burnley on top here. But here comes a Sunderland counter. And that is slid through for Isidore to chase. Keeper's right out of the box. Isidore's got round him. Oh, big tackle there. Can they follow this up? No, it was Lefay down the left-hand side. Goodness me, Isidore and Trafford there came together miles out of the goal. And Isidore actually got there first. And you always think if the keeper catches him here, big red card risk for denial of obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Isidore stayed on his feet, but then the covering defender got the tackle in. Hairy moment there. And maybe that's some indication in this game, guys, of how this is going to play out with Burnley pushing on, dominating the possession. Sunderland, Bosch, counter-attack. Best moment of the game for them without having had, very much of the ball at all, the Black Cats. 0-0. Lively so far. Anthony getting in behind Sirkin for one cross. And Isidore there. Oh, they found Anthony again. He's giving Sirkin a good old game. No foul. They bash into one another. They're looking for Anthony on the early ball. Done it 3 times already. And he's giving Sirkin a really hard first 10 minutes, hasn't he? Was this a foul? It's a good touch. I mean, I think that probably is a foul. Sirkin steps across him, holds his arm out, has no intention of playing the ball. It's not a shoulder charge as such where they arrive together on the ball. The ball's gone. It's probably a foul, actually, there. Maybe you can argue Anthony's knocked it too far by, but has he made a tackle and won the ball, or has he made a fair contact shoulder charge? Neither, nor. Shaping up to be a good watch. Famous last words, flip. Egan Riley, Esteve. Out into the left back area. Humphreys. Laurent. Touch. And again, big sweeping change of play. Switch of play to Anthony. Back out it goes to Anthony, who's been busy on the right wing at the start of this game. His cross is not a good one. He's already put like 3 crosses in as well, hasn't he, Anthony? Cleared by Sirkin. Yeah, I'm getting some agreement in the chat here. Sirkin didn't really... He played the man, definitely there, didn't he? And we know you're okay, that you can have a fair contact coming together, but the ball's got to be within distance of you playing it, else it's just a body check. Oh, cross has gone loose in the box. Chance there. Connor Roberts, the right back, falls to him on his left foot. Burnley are on top in this first 10, aren't they? Anthony, the main man down the right. It's a horrible clearance. Swing and a miss from Chris Mepham. Horrible clearance, actually. Hits his knee. He does pretty much all he can with it, Roberts. With the time he's got, shins it left-footed, didn't he? Joe Worrell, so good for Forest. He can't get in their side. Shows how well Burnley have been defending. Very much so. Yeah, good player, Worrell. Was he not captain at Forest, Worrell? I'm sure he was, wasn't he? Humphreys in the left back area clears up the line. Looked like a foul on Fleming. Not given, but it's a Burnley throw nonetheless. 0-0. Burnley are the better side. Anthony getting all the play down the right, although we did get one big counter-attack chance for Sunderland, didn't we? Suppose I should get in the middle of my shot, really, shouldn't I? If I'm in any way professional here. Bellingham slides in on Egan Riley. No foul, and it's back with James Trafford, who's kept about 1 million clean sheets already this season. Burnley have been so good defensively. Ungodly defensive numbers. 9 goals conceded in 27 games. Conceding a goal every 3 games, Burnley, which is pretty spectacularly good. Could have conceded 1 already in this one, though. Could have scored 2, though, maybe, couldn't they? Brownhill. Laurent. Humphreys. Foster. Laurent. Humphreys, little no-look pass. Brownhill, patient build-up. Sunderland get a foot in there. I think it was the wonder kid, Chris Rigg. And Burnley are going to build it up again. Scott Parker's teams at best are very patient and deliberate. At worst are slow and overly methodical. Let's see how they strike the balance with that this evening. That's gone in early to the right channel again. Not for Anthony this time, but for Roberts. O'Neill shepherds him. But the ball actually stayed in play. And here comes a Sunderland counter. Here's Lafay, who seems to be playing down the left-hand side, doesn't he? Little knock inside to Bellingham. Bellingham turns in. Neil. Mepham. Oh, a bit of a hospital ball by Mepham. He played Hume into trouble, and Hume's given it away to Foster. Big counter-attack now. Jaden Anthony into the box. Anthony on the right foot. Hits the shot. Good save. Patterson, it was going in the corner. That is the closest anybody has come to scoring. It was just a half-assed ball by Mepham, wasn't it? He just didn't put his foot through it. Hume then gives it away. Anthony into the box. It's a decent hit, isn't it? Maybe he needed to put it along the ground, but it would have got blocked, actually, if he put it along the ground by O'Neill. And Patterson, it's a save that he'll think he should have made, but it's a good save nonetheless. Got all his angles correct. Tipped it around the post, did Patterson. Corner Burnley. 0-0. Oh, it's gone in short to the edge of the box. Shooting chance, is it for Brownhill? Headed away. Laurent. He's going to have a crossing position here from the right-hand side. Laurent, lovely cross and a really good defensive header by Mepham, who had one choice there. Head it behind the goal. Don't score an own goal. Great cross by Laurent, wasn't it? Beckham-esque, that one. Beautiful. I think Bellingham could have headed that. Thought twice about it with the own goal risk. Keep your comments coming in the chat on this one. Decent, lively first 15. Burnley the better side. Corner goes in for the Clarets. Clever recycle. No. Blocked out by Patrick Roberts. Sunderland looking to get any kind of foothold in this one. Yeah, plenty of tributes, Jay, for Dennis Law in the chat today. Dennis Law has died today, aged 84. The Manchester United legend. The football legend, eh? Period. Burnley go long, looking for the other wing this time, and Foster. Followed up by Humphreys. Laurent, just outside the centre circle. Roberts. Cullen. Don't think we mentioned Cullen yet, have we? Humphreys back to Cullen. Roberts. Burnley dominating possession here, but Sunderland are good without the ball, aren't they? They won't find this too threatening, you wouldn't have thought. Although they can't let the pressure build and build. Bellingham comes away with it for the Black Cats. Lafee. Knocked into Rigg, who controls it beautifully, the wonder kid, and then draws the foul. So, yeah, Chris Rigg playing centrally in the 10 position. Lafee out on the left-hand side. With Roberts down the right, Isidore up ahead of them. That is the Sunderland front four. There's a good one for the chat. Gavin, what job do you think Sean Dyche could get on might suit? I think he might struggle to get a Premier League job now. Might have to look out for a Championship Year 1 parachute job. Jay, how's things with me? I'm all right. You haven't missed much, actually, in terms of the live streams, because I've not been well myself, and Enid's not been sleeping. So we're back in the game now, a couple of weeks into January, hopefully to stay. In comes the free kick from Sunderland. O'Neill wins the header. Bellingham edge of the box. It's hooked back in. Flag has gone up, though. Must have been an offside in there when it went back in and over the top. There we go. Mowbray is confirmed. One of our correspondents said this would be happening at 8 p.m. What time did it happen? Was it 8 p.m.? Tony Mowbray back in the game, back at West Brom. After managing Sunderland, indeed, at the start of last season. Birmingham in the middle of last season, and then some health issues for Mogga. And now he's back at West Brom, where he won promotion in, see if we can get the right year, 2007, 2008? Someone correct me if I'm wrong about that. Mowbray promoted? No, 2008, 2009? I don't know, I'm hedging my bets now. Someone look that up for me. When did West Brom get promoted with Mowbray? Yes, Paul, and it is indeed very nice to see Mogga back after a long illness. Obviously, as an Ipswich fan, I love the guy, but very well respected from many football fans, let's just say. Sunderland just building their way back into this a little bit, getting some possession. Haven't made any chances yet, have they? Yeah. Dice to Wolves when they go down in Ipswich. I'll take it, Ben. Thought you were going to say dice to Ipswich when they go down and McKenna leaves. That I won't take. I was right the first time. 0708. I should never have doubted myself. 8:15 announced. There we go, Ashley. Thank you. His first game back at Borough. Tremendous stuff. I'm looking lively for 4 hours sleep. I don't know whether he's taking the mick or that's a compliment. We're trying. The issue is not the lack of sleep. The issue is that I go to bed knowing that probably within a couple of hours I'm getting woken up. I'm going upstairs and whatever transpires, and I might not go back to sleep for a while. What are you going to do, hey? The Cardiff boy, am I doing a watch song for the South Wales derby? Possibly. This has been mooted with HQ. We will try our best. There is John O'Shea alongside Heimir Hallgrimsson. There's doing some Republic of Ireland scouting. And we are off and running again. 19 gone. It's just cooled down a little bit. Sunderland got a bit more control. Burnley were pretty well all over them for the first 10 or so minutes. And Sunderland have managed that. And now they're getting into the game. That one's clipped over the top. And the offside flag stays down. Isidore lashes it towards goal. Burnley backline definitely thought he was offside. I don't know how close the shot was, but he stuck his foot through it, didn't he? Stayed hit, lad. I mean, he's offside, isn't he? Is he? Really tight. Looks offside, my instinct, but I'm often wrong about those. How much did that miss by? Good control, wasn't it? Off the thigh, on the volley. I think keeper Trafford has got it covered. We didn't really get a great angle from Sky there to see how much that actually missed by, did we? Sunderland having a good 5 minutes now, aren't they? Cullen, Laurent, Cullen, Egan, Riley. Robert, there's one standout team this season. It's Walsall. Yeah, they're miles clear, aren't they, at the top of League Two? Who's the manager at Walsall now? I think it might be one of Sam's old teammates. I could be wrong. I mean, to be fair to Burnley, we accuse them sometimes of being a bit overly methodical. They have hit the switch of play about 5 times already in this game, haven't they? Either for the fullback or the winger. Yes, Matt Sadler. I knew that. Wilson might drop off now. Nathan Lowe has been recalled. Yeah, we've got a housing chain, haven't we, with Tom Cannon going back out from Stoke and Nathan Lowe going to Stoke. Or being recalled in both areas. You know what I meant, didn't you? Isidore chasing into the box again against Esteve. He is a handful, Isidore. Esteve's done well there. Isidore would have been hoping at worst to get a corner out of that, but Esteve does really, really well. The battle of the Frenchmen there. Esteve comes out on top. Mepham. O'Neill goes home to Patterson. Good press by Burnley. They've gone long out from the penalty box. Easy header for Esteve, who you would think won't play many, if any, more seasons at Championship level. Feels a bit of a white elephant at this level, doesn't he, Esteve? He's going to be playing higher, you'd think, for the majority of the rest of his career. We'll see what happens at the end of this season in regard to the French centre-back. Laurent. Again, big switch of play. Looking for Anthony. Anthony does that kind of thing where he sticks his thumb up, but he knows it wasn't a great pass. Easily gathered by Patterson in goal. Thank you for all your support here. Hit the thumbs up if you are in the stream right now. Helps attract as many people as we can. Esteve, Imperius in the air again. Heads it out. Neil. Mepham. O'Neill. Just opens up his body. He doesn't really want to play that with his left foot, does he? No. Lafee, who I'm contractually obliged to call the much hyped Lafee. Just warming up to Championship football on the left wing, the Frenchman for Sunderland. Bellingham, nice hold. They're evenly matched, these two, since the first 10. Pretty even contest. Burnley started really well, didn't they? Esteve knocks that into Foster. Heavy touch by Foster. I should have been robbed by Roberts there, but Roberts made a mess of that. Foster drives forward and away from Pat Roberts. Foster hits the shot greedy over the bar. Jaden Anthony is playing cheerleader again, applauding Foster, but he needs to give that, doesn't he? Does well. He does well to run away from Roberts into the space, but there's a reverse ball on into Fleming. There's an easy ball outside onto Anthony. Smashes it over the bar. Anthony back in to Roberts, who goes all the way home to Trafford. Cullen. Switched out to Humphreys, who has to play it with his head. Does well. Knocks it to Esteve. Bit untidy there with the ball bouncing about, but they've finally got it back on the deck again. Burnley, they're going to try and build it down the right. Although Egan Riley's gone long, and that ain't staying on the pitch. Out it goes. Goal kick. Sunderland. 0-0, 25 gone. Bit of a chess match now, isn't it? Scott Parker there, pictured in the dugout. He's going to want it to go back to how it was in the first 10 minutes when his side was very, very much on top. It's been a lot more even for the past 15 minutes and a bit lower on chances, to be honest. Isidor's had a couple of runs in behind, but not really making any chances. You know, one really difficult half volley, and it feels like all the Sunderland chances were in the first sort of 10 minutes, weren't they? No shot on target yet for Sunderland. 2 for Burnley, including that one for Anthony, who tried to drill it in the far post. Tipped around. Here's Lafee down the left. Comes in. Out it goes to Hume. Hume tries to cross, blocked by Roberts. O'Neill to Mepham. It's good for Sunderland. The better side at the moment, aren't they? Patterson. Mepham to Rig and back again. I reckon if Sky put up the possession for the last 10 minutes, it would have swung far more in Sunderland's favour than it was. You'll probably find Burnley have still had more of the ball just by virtue of the way they play it around the back. But let me just say, Sunderland weren't having any of the ball, and now they're having plenty of it. Yeah, I agree with Paul in the chat there. Sunderland weathered the storm, grown into it now. I agree with that. I hope that's not a sign of this game. My TV decided to change channel. There you go. Ghost in the machine. John, as a Forest fan, I think it should be more impressive than we were. We succeeded in part because of Mr. Marianakis' brute force. Yeah, he showed the way, though, to the promoted teams, hasn't he? Spend the money if you want to compete. Worry about the consequences afterwards, hey? Don't know if that's the best way to do business, but you can't argue with Forest at the moment. They are superb. Foster comes back into his own half. Good defensive shape as ever for Sunderland, though, marshalling that. Laurent knocks it back in to Trafford. Horrible ball by Trafford there, who nearly concedes a corner from his own team's possession, for God's sakes. Went out for a throw-in. Trafford acknowledges his mistake. Completely sold CJ Egan-Riley down the river there, didn't he? And it's going to be a throw-in for Sunderland. Dennis Sirkin right over by the corner flag. Silly waste of possession by he's been brilliant, the Burnley keeper this season, hasn't he? Mepham steps out from centre-back. Oh, decent carry by Mepham. It slipped through. The offside flag is up. Chris Riggs sticks it in the back of the net. I thought he was onside there for a second. No, he's well off, isn't he? Takes the goal well enough, although does the keeper Trafford stop? I think possibly he does. Sunderland have the ball in the net, but clearly offside. You need to score when on top. I mean, just score whenever, hey? On top, on bottom, whatever. Score. But it helps if you score when you're on top, doesn't it? Evening, Nat. Welcome to you, fella. Cross comes in looking for Bellingham in the box, who's trying to get forward and join in. He's always a good canary in the coal mine, Bellingham, for how much of an attacking threat Sunderland have got. If he's like deep in central midfield, then, you know, maybe the game's in the balance. If he's up in the box, then you know Sunderland are in a good moment and he's able to attack, join up with the lads up top with Isidore. Half time. Harrogate 1, Cheltenham 0. For those of you that like that sort of thing. Cullen. Home it goes to Trafford. Oh, Trafford nearly got caught by Isidore there. They're playing on Trafford now after the erroneous pass he made last time he was in possession. They're going to just press the hell out of him now, aren't they? Bellingham goes this time. Will they regret this, though, and get suckered in and let Burnley play through them? You can't press emotionally, can you? Bellingham. Oh, lovely feet by Neil in central midfield. Beautiful. Isidore knocks it back in to Mepham. Mepham to Roberts. To Rigg. Nice take. Rigg, lovely feet. Give and go with Roberts. It's going to go out, though. It's poor from Roberts, actually. Easy return ball. Beautiful play by the wonder kid there, Chris Rigg. Classy player. Classy player. 17 years old, for God's sakes. Well, see ya. There's a lovely little feint, and then he plays it just later than you expect with the left foot. Brilliant. Tony Mowbray has appointed as West Brom. Very good return. Sure, he's happy to be back. We're happy to have him back. Yeah. Liam, EFL Fantasy is the only reason I'm paying attention to it. It's a slippery slope, Liam. Led Zepp Burnley, 63% possession at the moment. It's gone up to 64, in fact. I just checked as you said that. Plenty of possession for Burnley. think Sunderland have probably been the better side since minute 20. Burnley on top for the first 10, very even. I know it's very convenient. I'm lining them up in blocks of 10 minutes, but it's how it kind of feels. We had 10 minutes of Burnley being on top, 10 minutes of the game in kind of flux, and 10 minutes now of Sunderland probably edging it. Burnley struggling to get out the pitch, aren't they? Sunderland's defensive shape is stiff, and Burnley are trying to methodically play out, and they're not getting past the first pressing line, are they? You get Bellingham kind of pushing forward from deep midfield, and they're right up on top of, when the centre-backs split, they're right on top of Egan Riley and Esteve and Trafford, who's basically an auxiliary midfielder there when they're playing out, isn't he? You know what I mean? Someone who's going to be passing and starting the attacks for sure. Egan Riley heads that one back. Laurent in central midfield. Roberts. Anthony. Anthony knocks that one inside to Cullen. Anthony's got it again, trying to get down the right-hand side. And the attack eventually breaks down. Tried to slalom between Sirkin and Lafay. Won the free kick. Edward, comment of the day. You're a great guy. I love your program with SB Division 1 predictions. I know what he means. I'll take the compliment. Thank you, Edward. Too kind, my friend. Too kind. Too kind by half, eh? Free kick then. Oh, Anthony's knocked it short into the edge of the box. Brownhill to the back stick. Oh, Fleming was there. I think was it Foster who took it off Fleming's head? Or we got the attack still going there. Brownhill puts it across the box. Patterson gathers it. I wonder if Fleming was better positioned there. It was a really good free kick, wasn't it? I think we're seeing the second phase of it here. We need to see the first phase where it went back to Brownhill and got crossed into the back post. I feel a bit for Fleming in this game, the Burnley forward. He has been in exactly the right position about 5 times, and the ball's not got to him any of the times. And you think, big chance, exactly, big overload on the back post. Totally agree, Ben. I just wonder whether Fleming's going to head that in the goal much easier rather than Foster sort of taking it off his head, basically. Mepham. Neil ran into traffic there. Fleming. Nice hold. Now, got an overload here, haven't they? Down the left-hand side. Humphreys onto Foster. It's poor from Foster. Didn't use the ball well at all then. And the space was down that side as well. They'd worked that well, Burnley. But they've still got the ball. Need to be patient. Laurent. back with Egan Riley, who goes back to Trafford. And Sunderland's main success has been when they've got on top in this situation and pressed right forward. Pitch is a bit stretched out now, which I think suits Burnley. No wonder Parker's saying, get it down the line now. Fleming tries to hold in the 9. Out it goes to Anthony. This is good from Burnley. Oh, it's a horrible cross, isn't it? Completely overhits and it goes out of play on the back stick. Sunderland were chasing their tails a bit there. As I say, the pitch got right stretched out and Sunderland have been much more in control of the game when they've kind of been, judging their kind of 20 metres from back to front and pushing it right on top of Burnley trying to play out from the back. Whereas that got completely stretched out 50 metres probably, didn't it? And Burnley played right through the gaps really easily. Roberts, nice turn by Anthony. Anthony puts the cross in. Bit sleepy on the edge of the box there. Oh, that's brilliant from Bellingham. Oh, absolutely filthy bit of play by Joe Bellingham there. With his back to goal inside his own box, he turns in between two, slaloms the other way, and then wins a foul as well. It's absolutely, look at this from Bellingham. Whoop, see ya. Strong. Oh, it's outstanding from Bellingham, isn't it? What a player. Good genes, that boy. Bellingham around the corner. Nice little knock off by Neil. That's good pressure in central midfield by Laurent and Fleming. And Brownhill pokes it on to Fleming. That's not a foul. No, good slide tackle. Fleming saw it coming and hit the deck. No foul though. Lafie, nice reverse ball. Bellingham. Bellingham to Sirkin. Sirkin's had a hard first half, hasn't he? Anthony's given him a good game. Anthony just hasn't had the what do you call it? The end product. Cross goes in looking for Isidore. Cleared out as far as Bellingham. Chest down touch. Sirkin. Lafie. Lafie back onto Sirkin. Sirkin crossing position. Sirkin puts it to the back stick. It's not back into the middle. It's about all he could do with it, Roberts, and they've got it clear there. But this is good from Sunderland again. Bellingham pure class. It was on the edge of the box, wasn't it? Of course, it's 0-0. We love a 0-0. Benji Man. I love that spelling. What's gone wrong with Wrexham? Not a lot's gone wrong with Wrexham. Unfortunately, they're probably in a season in League One where you're playing for one automatic promotion place. Just look out for Huddersfield now, though. Let me know if you're a League One fan. Huddersfield aggressive in the January transfer window to try and, well, everyone assumes if you're getting promoted, you're going up with Birmingham, not above them. Alongside them. Huddersfield look like they're throwing a bit of weight at it, let's just say. 41 on the clock. Oh, lovely one round the corner there from Anthony. Roberts has tried to switch the play. That's poor. Can Sunderland counter on this now? Pat Roberts has got it. I think he wanted Isidore to come short and run in behind there. Didn't get the run. Roberts continues the carry. He's done well, actually, Roberts. He's going to try and go between Laurent and Humphreys. He deserves the bit of luck he's got there because it deflects out to Sirkin. Bellingham. Rigg. Down the line for Hume. Hume hits the deck. I think he wanted a foul off Esteve. Everyone kind of stands there and no foul is given. Huh. League One's going great. I'm sure it is if you're a Birmingham fan. Birmingham and Huddersfield there for the top two. Hope Huddersfield go up. Great away day pubs. Only problem with Huddersfield is an away day. Whenever I park, you don't have to basically like walk over a mountain to get to the ground, don't you? And I get there and I'm knackered already. It's like I don't need to watch a game of football now. I just want to sleep. Plus, it's Yorkshire, so it's always range, yeah? Ball bounces out in Regis Lebris's technical box for a throw-in for Sunderland. League 2 behind Walsall is exciting, says Robert. 6 teams separated by 6, but I've not been following, honestly. I only have enough capacity to follow 3 leagues. Bellingham in the 10. Out to Lafie. He's got an overlap here with Sirkin. Lafie into the box. Nice feet by Lafie. Drills it in low. Good cross cleared away. Just doesn't quite look like he's got his confidence yet, Lafie. You want him in those positions to be going into the box and really making something happen. Here comes a Burnley counter-attack. Little knock inside. Well played by Dan Neal, who cuts it out, brings it forward. Good game this, isn't it? We didn't expect much in the way of goals, given how good the 2 defensive are. But tactically, strategy-wise, it's been a good watch, hasn't it? One's long into Bellingham. He's more concerned with bumping up against the centre-back. Loses flight of the ball and it goes through to James Trafford. It's been a good 0-0. Yeah, it has, Liam, hasn't it? Nicely poised. But we know you lot love a goal or 5. 2 very disciplined teams cancelling each other out. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Certainly since minute 10. Sunderland had done well because it could have got loose, couldn't it? And Burnley could be, going in a couple of goals up if it had gone in that manner. But Sunderland they're good side, aren't they? Very well drilled. Jack, both D's, bending but not breaking. No, absolutely. If Ben took on League 2, he'd never have any downtime. God, when I was doing the blooming EFL show at ITV, I had to do League 2 every week. And basically my entire Friday was listening to press conferences of managers. The entire day, honestly, I joke you not. All good fun, though. Lafie wins that in the air. He's made chase, but surely Egan Riley is just going to shepherd that out. And I was so absorbed by the game, I didn't notice we were into first half stoppage time. And the first half is over. We had 1 minute of stoppage time. And it is Burnley 0, Sunderland 0 at half time. Much to absolutely nobody's surprise. We thought this one would be tight, didn't we? We thought this one would be low scoring. We were right. Tense game. Good battle, I would say. Burnley started the game well. Couldn't take advantage of any of the openings, mainly down the right-hand side with Jaden Anthony against Dennis Sirkin. The closest anyone came really was the strike where they played inside left to Anthony on the other side. He drills it across the box. Patterson tips it around the post. Regulation save, but a save he needed to make none the less. We did get that moment where Sunderland broke clear and it was Isidore and Trafford in a foot race. Isidore gets there first. The nefarious part of you is thinking, go on, mate, throw yourself on the deck. There'll be trouble for the keeper if you do. But he was honest. Isidore kept going and the defenders covered it. I thought Sunderland were good from about 15 through to 30 probably. And then more even thereafter. Would you like some numbers, guys? I think we can give you some if we do that. 61-39 on the possession to Burnley. Remember, don't get too swayed by that possession number because remember, Burnley have completed a lot of passes between Trafford, Egan Riley, and Esteve. Remember, we used to have our Hector Ream joke when Scott Parker was Fulham manager, where they were building up a lot of possession, but I don't know how dangerous it was, but, that's the strategy. XG is quite heavily in Burnley's favour, but it's not a big number, 0.47 to 0.08, which basically suggests Sunderland have created very little in the way of actual goal-scoring chances. One of those was Isidore flying into the box and slamming this volley from the near post. Would have been goal of the season contender if he fired it into the top corner. But yeah, there you go. That's the size of it. 2 shots on target to 0. One big chance for Burnley, which I'm guessing will be the header on the back stick, which was Bashir Humphreys, not Lyle Foster, wasn't it? Or Connor Roberts' chance, I guess, when it bounced up to him with the left foot. It'll be one of those two, depending on what Foot Mob's standard for a big chance is. It's all subjective and all open to interpretation and opinion, then, isn't it? Right. We're going to return in 5 minutes. So go and make yourself a cup of tea. Go and visit the toilet if you need to. Go and check your mobile phone. Hit like on the stream. Do all of those things, and I will return. Let me just... where they put the stopwatch on iPhone? There it is. Let me set that for 5 minutes. There we go. A 5-minute timer. So we will return. We're going to have a bit more of a powwow at half-time. We'll be back in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. So go and grab yourself a drink, and I will see you very soon. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. I'm still chewing. From my halftime snack, let's put some comments up so I can chew. Colin, how crap was that? I don't think it was crap. I think it's a tense game between two sides that are good at defending that's going to be decided by something very small. There you go. Happy banyan tree. You reckon it'll be 1-0? Doesn't look like it's going to be any more than that. Sorry for my chewing. Thoroughly unprofessional here. Liam, Egan Riley has been very solid and company didn't give him a chance at all. Egan Riley was in Sam's team of the season so far. Wasn't he? Let me just chew. 5 seconds longer. There we go. We are back. It's half time. It is Sunderland 0, Burnley 0. And get your questions in at half time. Anything particularly you want to talk about. If I may be so bold as to just give a little plug for the musical show that I'm in this year. If you're anywhere near Colchester, big show with That's So 90s over at the Mercury Theatre. I will be there. You can see there on Thursday, the 20th of February, paying tribute to the wonderful music of the 1990s. If you're that way, there must be a picture of me somewhere. There you go. There's me in a stupid coat. How about that? So, yeah, if you're in Essex or anywhere close, head down, come and see us. Let us know if you're going to come and see the show. And yeah, Mercury Theatre Colchester, February the 20th. Plenty of other dates if you want to see me doing my day job at any point. We're at the, where are we? In Nottinghamshire at the end of January, in Eastleigh down south in February as well. We're in Leicestershire, the MMC venue just outside Leicester in March, and at the Robin as well near Wolverhampton. That will be in March. Guiseley Theatre, Leeds area at the start of April. We'll be all over the shop. But yeah, I'll plug a few of those shows. But think about that. Colchester, Thursday, February the 20th. If you like 90s music and you like me, what's the worst that can happen? Come and see the show. How dare you chew in front of us? I'm thoroughly offended. I'm sorry. I thought it was all going to be chewed by the point we got there, but there you go. Turn the game off to watch Love Island. Well, enjoy Love Island. Happy banyan tree. Ben, how did you meet Sam Parkin and get your videos going? Is there an interesting story there? Not massively, no. I met Sam Parkin working on the EFL highlights show at ITV. So I was the producer for the pundits, basically, and Sam was one of the pundits. So I used to sit there every week with whoever was on, Sam or Joby, Courtney Sweetman-Kirk, Dean Ashton, Matt Jarvis, God, everybody we had. Sam was one of the main ones, and we just got quite matey. And obviously he used to play for Ipswich as well, which was some kind of link. And when they stopped having pundits and neither of us were working there anymore and just doing the games from the stadiums, we thought we'd enjoyed working together anyway, that we'd do something down my YouTube channel. So, yeah, that's about the size of it. And, we've continued our friendship and our working relationship since. Liam, thoughts on Mr. C's fans forum antics? Well, any other owner, Liam, and we would be surprised, shocked. An owner speaking out like that. He's not talking to the manager. He'll sell the club at any point and you put your money in and rah, rah, rah. But with Mr. Chansiri, he just doesn't care anymore, does he? Filter has completely gone for Mr. Chansiri. And I guess he just wants out at the right price as soon as all is done. So no real great surprise. I think what Mr. Chansiri does need to realise though is the manager he's got is really good, and he could probably do with talking to him and keeping him happy rather than not talking to him. Parker will think a draw is a good point. Context is king, isn't it? I think given a point's better for Sunderland here, isn't it? Given that the first game was won by Sunderland. I think in your head-to-heads, if you win at home and draw away, you're well happy with that. So surely Burnley will want the win. So the aggregate is at least neutral, having lost up at the Stadium of Light whenever that was, much, much earlier in the season. Was that September or something, wasn't it? Right, let's play at half-time. Let's play Where in the World. So all I need to know from you, and you've got 20 seconds when I hit the stinger, is where are you watching the stream from tonight? I'm genuinely interested. We always get people put stupid, clever, supposedly funny answers or whatever. Honestly, you don't need to. So I would just put Bedfordshire. That's where I am. Let us know where you're watching this stream from. You've got 20 seconds. Get your locations in. Let us know where you're watching us from. We've got the players coming out right now. So we'll let that roll a little while longer. And we can give a shout out to wherever you lot are watching from today. Is that Luca Cogliosho? No, it's Hannibal. He's suspended, isn't he? We'll give a shout out to all of your places of residence in just a sec. I need to hit go on the second half right now. Did I manage to get it in time? We'll have a look. I always seem to manage to mess up the second half clock. I'm about 1 second behind, which is going to annoy me. So let me just do that and then that. And when it gets to 19, that. And then we're all sorted. Right, let's give a shout out to wherever you lot are watching from as we go into the second half. Jack in Fort Lauderdale, Eddie in Phoenix, Led Zepp in Leeds, Ashley in Poole, Paul in the Cotswolds, Ben in London, Mind Blown in South Oxy. All cross comes in from the left-hand side to the back, stick nodded down. Oh, chance for Zian Fleming. We've said all game he's not been on the end of stuff, but he's been in the right place. He got on the end of that. We'll come back to your shout-outs in just a sec. It got crossed in from the left by Bashir Humphreys. Good little head down by Brownhill. And it's almost like he had to he wanted to unstraighten his leg. His leg's just too straight when he hits that. He wanted to get his shoulder around and get a bit of swaz on that right foot volley, but he couldn't see him, Fleming, because he certainly got the techers to pull that one off. More shout-outs. Whale Shark is in Leeds. Dr. McCoy. Oh, that's right down the middle. Isidore in. Oh, he's put it wide. Wow, what a chance. Oh, that should be 1-0. That really should be 1-0. That's by far the best chance of the game. It's a brilliant pass. I think is it Rig who put it in? He doesn't get the worst first touch. And he tries to smash it. And if he just finds... Oh, he's hit the post as well, hasn't he? Oh, does he need to hit it that hard? Does he? Oh, goodness me. Just stroke that into the corner. A great Sunderland striker told me, just pass it into the net, Ben. Oh, goodness me. What a chance. What a chance. Right, more shout-outs. Liam's on the blue side of Sheffield. Roberts in Nottingham. Paul is in Tenerife. SAFC's up in Sunderland. Flip's in New York. Kieran in Bristol. Carbos in Norway. Christopher's in Belfast. John in Sherwood Forest, North Notts. Amy is in South Bend, Indiana. Hans in... Oh, Hans, I can't pronounce that. What is the umlaut over the O? Orebro? Orebro? I don't know. Write that out phonetically for me, Hans. I can't pronounce that. Collins is in Pilling and Harry's in York. Yeah, should have scored. Needs to be taking that chance. Was it Lafie who played him through? If it was a superb ball, wasn't it? And he'd skinned Roberts beforehand. Isidore, look at the Sunderland fans behind the goal. The first touch just takes him slightly wide. Trafford doesn't do a lot wrong. It's fine margins, isn't it? If he gets a perfect first touch, he definitely scores, doesn't he? Because he can put that, then he's got the choice. He can go through the keeper's legs, he can go to the keeper's right or to the keeper's left. But with the first touch dragging him slightly to the right, Trafford's a great keeper. He comes out and narrows the angle, so he has to go keeper's left and he puts it off the outside of the post. Big chance nonetheless. Bellingham, here comes Sunderland. Cross in from the left. Isidore jumps, headed away. And they are going to complete the clearance here with Foster. Humphreys. The counter-attack continues. Good carry by Humphreys. Humphreys switch of play. Anthony, Brownhill, Anthony, little knock inside. Cross comes in from Cullen, headed goalward straight at the keeper by Bashir Humphreys. Nicely built up move. 2-0 Harrogate, both own goals. Ball just takes a bad bounce. Yeah, if it sits up for him, he can then volley it maybe into the ground, can't he? So, yeah, fair point. Hamza, evening to you. Hamza, new West Brom manager. We're hearing at 8:15 tonight whilst I'm on air. Suddenly it's all got very loose. Well, you know as well as I do, Ben, that if it gets very loose with these two managers, it'll soon get very tight very soon because they'll double down on their normal plays, won't they? Welcome back, Mowbray. There he is. Welcome back. Mogga to the Championship. How many Championship clubs has Mowbray managed then? Sunderland, Blackburn, Middlesbrough, West Brom, Coventry. Is that it? Just the 5? And if Birmingham get promoted and Ipswich get relegated, he's managed 7 because he was caretaker manager of Ipswich for a game or 2, wasn't he? Humphreys, Esteve, Laurent turns in the centre circle. There's that switch of play they tried a million times out to Anthony. I'm sure there was probably a conversation with Dennis Sirkin half-time saying, look, your job, just go 1v1 with Jaden Anthony. Do not let him past you. First time we've seen Lafie really show his quality, wasn't it? Sliding through Isidore for that chance. Best chance of the game, that one. Evening, Jay. Another channel member there representing. Thank you, all you channel members. And we got some thank yous earlier in the show. Cara with a super chat. Ben with a super chat. And Kelly, my God, donated 20 channel memberships. How about that? Thank you, Cara. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Ben. Tremendous stuff. What's my prediction on this match? I went 1-1. And I could still be right. But I probably won't be because I'm never right. Humphreys. Foster. Burnley kind of taking control of the possession, but you know when Burnley take control of a game, there's a lot of them just keeping the ball before they kind of put the pressure on, isn't there? Here comes Roberts down the right-hand side. Roberts cuts in. It's a foul, isn't it? Referee lets it go. Rigg hits a shot left-footed. And even the Wonder Kid can't hit the target there. Weird cognitive dissonance. You know it's the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel subscribers using terms like cognitive dissonance, hey? I feel like someone new and fresh would be brilliant, but I've never seen us play better football than under Tony Mowbray. There you go. Isidore needs to bury that. Yeah. Best chance of the game, wasn't it? Michael, Dennis Law. Yes. The Holy Trinity. Best Charlton and Law. Dennis Law sadly died today, aged 84. Michael, no golden ticket now. Beer 52 will be back in the playoffs. We have been speaking to another sponsor, actually, but I cannot say anything about that until such time as I can say something about that. But Beer 52 will be back for the playoffs at the end of the season. We'll do loads of promotions, loads of fun and games with golden tickets for that one. Oh, now here comes a Sunderland counter-attack. They've won it high up on the left-hand side. Sirkin carrying it all the way into the box. Sirkin hit the shot. It's still alive, though. Bellingham knocks it back to the edge of the box. Lafie shot deflected just wide of the post. Woof. Nice moment for Sunderland. You'd say on the balance of the second half, Sunderland the more likely here, are they? Just eyebrows there off Josh Laurent. It's actually good defending, isn't it? Just flicks it away from goal. Lafie is getting into his stride now. They're much hyped. French midfielder who's making his debut today. Corner, Sunderland. It's gone in short. In comes the cross eventually. Sirkin tumbles on the far post. Laurent gets eyebrows on it again. I think it's going to be another corner. I hope you've got these Oasis tickets, Cara, that we're giving away. Because I sure as hell haven't. Another corner for Sunderland, and it goes left-footed. Oh, free header at the back post, but he's standing. He can't get a jump at it. It's Dennis Sirkin. He goes, sort of tries to just power it towards the far post and puts it way over the bar. Yeah, if he just dropped that into the back stick, Isidore is there. Didn't quite have his attacking brain in there, Sirkin. And here comes Sunderland pressing the goal kicks again. And they've won it back now. It's a good spell for Sunderland. Can they score? If they are going to get the statement win, this is about the time you want to be grabbing your goal, isn't it? Rigg tries to slide that through. Blocked out by Humphreys. That is a very clear foul by Hume. Very naughty foul, that. He knew what he was doing, and he gets away without a yellow card there. Esteve. Here comes the Sunderland press on the centre-backs. They play through this time. Easily. Laurent. Fleming. Bellingham got it and kind of was half tackled while he was passed. And that actually helped direct his pass, strangely. Here's Roberts down the right-hand side. Roberts. Oh, Roberts, nice feet. Crosses left-footed to the back stick. Lafie hits the deck. You ain't getting a penalty for that, mate. Epic away following always is for Sunderland, isn't it? Laurent Burnley want to get some control back in this one. Sunderland have been the better side in the last throws of this game. That huge chance for Isidore, my God. If it does end 0-0 or in a Sunderland defeat, they'll look at that moment, won't they? Bellingham. Bellingham's just excellent, isn't he? Oh, there's another little slide through attempt. Isidore's furious with that one from Dan Neil. He thinks it was an easy pass through. And the ball doesn't pierce the Burnley backline. Foster. His ball's cut out. I'd imagine Foster might be substituted fairly soon. He's been pretty quiet. You watch him score now, yeah? Them's the normal football commentary rules, aren't they? There's one down the line for... Is that Luke O'Neill up from centre-back? What's he doing on the left wing? He'll need some cover at the back there. But Burnley haven't managed to get it forward. Although they have got it with Brownhill in the centre circle now. Brownhill. Anthony on the right wing. Cullen. In goes the cross from right. Oh, they've let it bounce there. Fleming tries to control it. And Sunderland get it clear. Hairy moment there as the cross bounced in the box. Sunderland trying to fashion a counter-attack, but the ball's just bouncing and bobbling up in the air, and Isidore can't control it. Cullen. Laurent. Dempsey Doe, welcome to you. Neil, welcome to you. Love these watch-alongs. Thank you. We love having you here, my friend. Let's hope your presence can give us a goal in the next 30 minutes because it is Burnley 0, Sunderland 0. It's right on a knife edge, this one. My brain is drawn to that huge chance for Wilson Isidore of Sunderland. I don't know what minute that was. I wonder if the thingy will tell me here. 47, just into the second half, wasn't it? Goodness me. That has set Sunderland up beautiful. But he didn't take it. Hit the outside of the post. Didn't get the best first touch, did he? Rigg. Rigg on the edge of the box. Oh, nice little dink out to Lafie. Brings it down right footed. Lafie inside the box. Knocks it back to Sirkin. Lafie looking more confident this half. Sirkin crosses. Poor from Sirkin. Didn't even look where he was putting that. Just put it into the box and it was easily cleared. Disappointing end to that attack. And this coming from a big fan of Dennis Sirkin. Was outstanding in some of the games we did earlier in the season. Robert slides that down the line to Isidore. Too much on it. Isidore cutting a frustrated looking finger. Wagging a finger. Figure. Now, will there ever be a boy born faster than a shark? Daley Thompson, I think, is the answer, isn't it? Sunderland really seem to want to make a statement in the January window by going for the likes of Cannon and Brereton Diaz. Ben Brereton Diaz. We used to have fun with him, didn't we? Blackburn. Free kick to Burnley. Finally gets him up the pitch a little bit. 62 gone. 0-0. Oh, there he is. Jeremy Sarmiento. There's a name that will make all Ipswich fans go weak at the knees. Drilled forward by Egan Riley, cut out. Oh, Lafite, brilliant touch. And he sprints past his man down the left wing. He hasn't got the pace to get away from him, but what a touch. Oh, he's opened the box of tricks now, tries to back heel the Cruyff turn there. He's lost out on the throw in there, but you can see, and has he drawn the foul there? No foul given. You can see the idea of Enzo Lafite, can't you? Could be good fun, couldn't he? Roberts has stayed down. Scott Parker thinks it was a free kick. Let's have a look. Was Scott Parker right? Yes, he was. It's a terrible decision. In fact, it's the most blatant foul you'll ever see, which I think Scott Parker is explaining to the referee. But look, he missed that one. Parker's right. The ref got it wrong. Move on. He's magic. You know what I'm saying, Ashley, don't you? But you see, some things are just perfect the length they are, aren't they? Like Jeremy Sarmiento's loan at Ipswich, eh? What a loan. Sunderland gaining ascendancy. Yeah, probably, Ben. The only problem for Sunderland is you think when it goes to the subs benches, Burnley got a bit more strength to even that out. So we go into the final 20. Sunderland probably going to try and ride out their first 11 for as long as possible. Whereas Burnley already ready in Jeremy Sarmiento. Laurent. Knocked back into Egan Riley. Burnley slow build up. Sunderland back in shape. Isidore wants a handball. He's not going to get one. Back with Laurent in between the two centre backs, Esteve and Egan Riley. Was it as good as Martin Reusser? Very similar. Very, very similar. Maybe not, but it was beautiful nonetheless. God, Martin Reusser. Wow. Now I've got a fixed grin on my face. Burnley just playing it about at the back. In classic Scott Parker fashion. Egan Riley. Cullen. Out to Laurent, who's in the pocket next to the centre-backs rather than between them this time. Isidore leave it off the ball by Laurent. No foul given. Laurent gets it back. Anthony. Nice late release on that one. Roberts crosses back stick. Headed across by Humphreys and cleared out. Nice and patient Burnley. Made the chance in the end. Another cross to the back stick. It's into the middle. There's a penalty shout there. Not given. Fleming hit the deck. The Sunderland fans are ranting and the Sunderland players are ranting and raving about an incident further up the pitch on Isidore, which I actually didn't think was a foul. I thought the referee called that one right. Or did he? I thought it was a 50-50. There is an arm out push there, so maybe the Sunderland players have got a point. And then the ball gets crossed in, headed down. Fleming hit the deck. Don't think there was anything in that one, was there? Let's have a look. No. 50-50. Contact between the two players. No, I'm not having a penalty for that. The two legs touch each other, yeah, but as we've said many times, contact doesn't mean it's a foul. Two football players are allowed to touch. think that was Fleming's last action in the game. So Jeremy Sarmiento is in, which means I thought Lyle Foster would come out. I guess Lyle Foster will go up front into the number 9 position. Burnley do also have Jay Rodriguez and Ashley Barnes on the bench if they do want to change their central striker. But Scott Parker has elected not to do that just yet. Players are taking a drinks break here, which gives me the opportunity to ask for a last like spike. And if someone can give me the count when this one's done, how are we doing for likes? It's been great support for the stream tonight. If you are watching right now and you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. You have got 11 seconds. Away you go. Ashley Barnes' 54th birthday last week. Many happy returns. Absolutely. You can still find him. Probably come on a score now, won't he? Throw in Sunderland over on the right wing. Bashir Humphreys couldn't keep that in. Coming into the last 20 now. Is it really 123, Ashley? That's tremendous. Thank you, everybody, for the support. 123 likes. Magnifique. Sean, welcome, buddy. Watching from Seville. Very kind indeed. And Sean always super chats. Thank you so much, Sean. €5. Very, very kind of you, my friend. Thank you for the continued support. I think we've gone up to 131 likes. How about that? I'm made up with that. If it's over 100, we are flying. So thank you, everyone, for the support tonight. I think we deserve a goal, really, don't we? Lafitte tries to play it through, deflects, and it's easily cleared by Egan Riley. What's going on there? I think Anthony's hit the deck now. Luke O'Neill's never far from it, is he? Sunderland are playing. He bloody loves it, doesn't he? Big thank you to all our very kind people here. Cara earlier in the night with a super chat. Thank you to her. And Ben and Sean just a minute ago. And Kelly, my God, look at that. 20 Benjamin Bloom memberships gifted. Thank you so, so much, Kelly. Greatly, greatly appreciate that. Wonderful gesture and support. As I say, all we need is a goal. All we are saying. Bellingham. Give us a goal. Roberts. Sunderland still to make a substitution. Callum, you're very kind, man. £1.99 on the Super Chat. What's my thoughts on Chansiri? My thoughts haven't changed on Mr. Chansiri. We've been following him for years and years. And I think when we got to the start of the Darren Moore out and Cisco and the ridiculous press conference, we realised he's just gone full on crazy now. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, really, with his antics in the press conference. But thank you for the super chat. We talked a bit about that at half-time as well, Callum, if you want to wind that back. Michael, now that Hurst is fit again, do you think Ipswich ends their pursuit for forward? No, I don't. I think they'll loan Al Hamadi out and try and get in a forward of some description. Of course, a Premier League ready forward available on loan in the middle of January. Unlikely, but we'll see what they can do. Corner for Burnley here, which Anthony is going to swing out with his right foot. Cleared by Bellingham. Falls for Laurent on the edge of the box. Good block. Sarmiento. Anthony crosses, all one-hand punch by Patterson. It's a good one, though. He's got it pretty much out towards the touchline. Laurent's headed over there on the left wing, knocks it inside. Brownhill, Cullen, Roberts, Anthony, nice build. Crossing positions, poor from Anthony. They're going to get another chance. Roberts, loads of pressure here. Cullen, it's a hospital ball to Cullen, wasn't it? He still managed to get it across to the back stick. Sunderland half clear their lines. Out to Laurent. And they, again, half clear their lines. I'm sure every Sunderland fan in that away end is just saying, stick your foot through it, lads. Get it away from the goal. Sarmiento, Brownhill, Egan Riley, Anthony. Anthony shoots left-footed straight down the throat of Patterson. Thank you, Callum, again. Another super chat there. Don't care what happens as long as we keep Roll. Well, that's the issue, though, is if he scares off Danny Roll, who does appear to be a very, very decent manager, doesn't he? Who do I think is the best keeper in the Championship currently? Well, there's lots of good ones, isn't there? Obviously, Cooper and Trafford in the top 4. Johansson, Stoke has had some standouts. Nardi for QPR has been good, hasn't he? Name and shame them. Who else is in there? I can't think. Surely Kaminsky, Luton's decent as well, isn't he? Some very good ones. We're coming up 75 minutes. 0-0. Are we going to get a dramatic late winner? Or are we all in for the 0-0 draw? He comes to Isidore. Isidore trying to chase after a long ball. Esteve plays him quite well. I've got to say Esteve was fairly dominant in the first half, but Isidore's made more of a game of it in the second half, hasn't he? He's been decent. He's been a handful. The ball is back with James Trafford. As I said, Sunderland will try and ride out the first 11 as long as possible. Regis Lebris has gone 75 minutes with them now. Burnley have made the one change, bringing Sarmiento in for Fleming. Hume tries to get down the right wing. He's done really well there. Roberts. O'Neill. Roberts clears up the line. Callum, you're too kind, mate. That's the third one. Thank you so much. Am I doing Leeds Wednesday and Sunday? I'm possibly doing all 3, where we'll do, is it Cardiff and Swansea tomorrow? We'll do that tomorrow lunchtime. And then on terrestrial TV, Leeds Sheffield Wednesday. That should do a good number, shouldn't it, in terms of the TV viewership for that one. Thank you again, Callum, for the super chat. Mayenda in for Rig. So I can no longer talk about Regis Lebris holding on to his first 11. He has made a change now. Foul by Foster. Sunderland have the free kick. Ben, do you think Muric will get back in ahead of Walton? Doesn't look like it, does it? You don't want to be swapping your keeper around more than once a season, really, do you, as well? So maybe not. We'll leave that up to the professor. I'm sure he'll make the right call. Sean, go and get some food and drink. We'll see you soon. Beadle's very good, isn't he? The Wednesday keeper. Lots of good keepers. That's one good thing about the Championship. You tend to get young keepers tend to get given a chance to develop, when in the Premier League is no chance of young keepers going to get a go. 139 likes. Ian, welcome to you as well. Do you think Leicester, Ben, should Leicester get relegated? Do you think the EFL will punish them? I think they've already said that they're going to, aren't they? So, yes, be some kind of deferred punishment, won't it? Just need to tidy up the jurisdiction of who's actually able to punish who. But yeah, led them a merry dance last time, Leicester, didn't they? Twinkle-toed lawyers there, but enough said. Let's talk about the football. Laurent to Egan Riley to Anthony out on the right wing. Can we get a winning goal in this one for either side? Anthony blocked out. You'd imagine Burnley are going to come strong now for the end of this, especially with the subs. In comes the cross, left-footed, easy gather by Anthony Patterson. You don't need to super chat me, Phil, to do Leeds, but that is the plan. I just got to run it past the missus. I think we're going to go and see the lights in Milton Keynes afterwards as well. Column. I think the Mowbray appointment is a great one. Amazing to see him back after the scare, but more importantly, a superb manager that deserves a job. Great work, Ben. Coventry fan that wants to trend up. Nice one. Column. It's getting a bit tense in here. One goal will win it. Yeah. Never a truer word spoken. Laurent pokes that forward looking for Sarmiento. Neil goes home to Patterson. Bit of a ropey kick for Patterson. Towards Lafay, who's not really going to win a lot in the air. I think he's a bit unlucky there. Robert's just a bit too smart for him. And he's watching in Melbourne Airport. How about that? Oh dear. Sunderland fans aren't going to want to read that Sky stat. Points lost in final 10 minutes this season. Most in the league. Sunderland. Well, I suppose if they concede a goal here, they're only losing 1 point, aren't they? Go from a draw to a defeat. But they won't want to do that, will they? Yes, RIP indeed to Dennis Law, who's died today. Plenty of tributes for Dennis Law in today. He's died aged 84. What a player. Chris Mepham's down. We are going to get a double substitution for Burnley. This is where the parachute teams really come into it, don't they? Just pepper the pitch with quality players. Koleosho is going to come on number 30. And Oliver Son? Don't think I've seen him play before. You're going to tell me about this Burnley right back. Well, I assume he's a right back. He's wearing number 2. Means nothing these days, does it? How's Lafay looking? He's grown into it, hasn't he? One bit of absolute quality to play Isidore in for that huge chance. But we're not sat here talking about a brilliant Emi Buendia style Norwich City to Timu Pukki assist. We are still at 0-0 because Isidore hit the outside of the post. Koleosho in as well. Mepham is done, but they have got Dan Ballard on the bench. I remember Wilfried Bonny wearing number 2 when he went to Swansea. Utter woke nonsense. Oh, that's very funny, Joe. Oh, it's tickled me. Well done. So, yeah, Ballard in for Mepham. Mepham obviously feeling something. We've got 3-game week coming up now, haven't we? We're playing midweek and weekend again. So plenty of subs into the game now. Mayenda and Ballard in for Sunderland. Sarmiento had already come in for Burnley. And now Koleosho and Sone. I think we're going to go Sone, are we? There's the pronunciation for that. I'm sure he won't be upset. Oh, Mayenda's done well there. He's done really well. Mayenda off the right wing. Oh, he's poked it through. Oh, it's going to be a penalty. Surely a penalty. Yes! Oh, he put it through to Wilson Isidore. He's been caught on the ankles and the yellow card comes out. We have a penalty for Sunderland. 83 minutes into this massively, massively tight game. A big, big moment now. It looked a nailed-on penalty. And you've got to say, should they have just brought Mayenda down? Humphreys there. It's a little clip of the heels. That my first instinct was it was definitely a penalty. Oh, is he outside and does he fall in? Let's have a look. No, it's a penalty. Yeah. It clips his heels. Where does he clip them? Oh, it's difficult. He does clip them outside, doesn't he? Interesting. Interesting. Get your law book out for that one because the play goes straight into the box, but the touch is definitely outside, isn't it? I wonder what VAR would say about that one. It's a penalty to Sunderland, a key moment. Isidore is holding on to the ball. If you're somebody who believes that the person who is fouled for a penalty shouldn't take the penalty, then you probably don't like to see this. Although Isidore might be spotting it for somebody else. Interesting one. It looked like a foul, didn't it? But did the contact take place outside of the box? Although, literally his next step and he falls into the box. Interesting. James Trafford is playing the mind games. He's resetting both his boots, all his gloves. He's going to redo his hair. He's deliberately trying to delay Isidore here now. Isidore should probably pick the ball up and respot it again because Trafford will get in his head. Huge moment here. 85 on the clock. Isidore with a massive penalty kick and it is saved. It wasn't right in the corner and maybe James Trafford's mind games have worked on Isidore there. Trafford to the right. He makes the save. No dramatic, huge goal for Sunderland and a huge chance missed there. A free shot from 12 yards and the penalty has been saved. There is an argument he was outside the box, so I don't know whether that's justice doing itself. It's good from Trafford, but Isidore should have respotted the ball. When Trafford's messing about with his gloves and taking them off and putting them back on, I think Isidore should reset the whole thing, pick the ball up and say, no, we're going to start the process again. You are not getting in my head, but Trafford's won the day there, hasn't he? He's S-housed a little bit of delay, and it's a poor penalty from Isidore, easily saved in the end, and it is still 0-0. It's destined for a double clean sheet in this one. Lack of experience shown. Yeah, Clive, I would have started the whole thing again. I would have said to the ref, look, he's wasting time now. If you're not going to book him, I need to restart myself now. Frustration's boiling over now. Egan Riley's gone into the book already for Burnley. Lafee, I don't know why, it's just gone into the book for Sunderland. Yeah, just a rugby tackle on Jaden Anthony. Grab of the shirt and a pull back. Justice done, Charlie. It did look like the trip was outside the box. I do agree with that. It's difficult, isn't it, when the players, like, they're running, they're in between steps and their next step takes them into the box. But I guess it's not where's the ball going, where's the player going, it's where's the contact, isn't it? So, yeah, fair comment. Free kick goes in, headed wide by Bashir Humphreys. Yeah, Callum's right, actually. Trafford was ridiculous with penalties for the England youth teams. It's such a difficult one. I don't know what the law says because I accept that the contact is outside the box, but literally he's mid-run and the next time he's going to put his foot down is to have the ball in the penalty box. And the only reason he can't put his foot down is because somebody has fouled him. But I think it is, where does the contact take place? So by the letter of the law, it's probably not a penalty, is it? But it's all a moot point. Trafford delayed. Isidore bought it hook, line and sinker. And it's 0-0. And the story of this game is all going to be about Isidore having two huge chances and not taking either of them. Isidore hit the post in minute 47. He's through 1v1. Doesn't get the best touch, should probably score. But come on, there is no better chance in football than a free shot from 12 yards where everyone else has to stand behind you and watch. Not taken. We are up to 89:15 on the clock. Well, you know that. You can see up there. My point being, it's nearly stoppage time. Burnley trying to clear their lines. I suppose we're probably going to get 4 or 5 minutes just because of the penalty at the end there, aren't we? Thrown in by Ballard. Chaos to end this game. An 85th minute penalty not converted by Wilson Isidore. And it's going to tighten up tonight, but that's going to give the chance to Sheffield United tomorrow and Leeds on Sunday to take advantage. Could be drop points for both. As things stand, we're going Leeds 53, Burnley 53, Sheffield United 52, Sunderland 51. Brilliantly tight, but you'd imagine one or both of Leeds and Sheffield United are going to win. Someone's going to win. All into the near post, Isidore. Go home, lad. Go and get some sleep. Go on. Bless him. He's put it over the bar, Isidore. It wasn't an easy chance, was it? He's got in front on the near post there, but I think his mind's gone now, Isidore, after not being able to convert the penalty. Trafford takes a goal kick. 6 minutes of stoppage time, by the way. Here comes Anthony down the right. It's going to be a throw-in. Stiff tackle, but no foul. Burnley take the throw-in quickly. Esteve in the centre circle. Did me or Sam have 0-0? I think I had 1-1, but someone needs to check I think Sam had 1-0 Burnley. I don't remember. It's probably written on a pad around here somewhere. Sunderland coming forward. O'Neill. Hume on the right. Roberts, lovely back heel. Hume crossing position. Stands it up. Or is it going to go loose? Oh, my goodness me. Oh, they've missed again. Oh, Sunderland should be leaving here with 3 points. That one fell to Mayenda. Maybe somebody got a touch on that. But Sunderland have had the chances to win this game. Was it blocked? It's a chance, isn't it? My God, 92 up. Did someone get something on that? Oh, it's a great tackle. To be fair to Mayenda, it's a brilliant tackle by Egan Riley. What a block. Wow. Sorry, I was unfair on Mayenda. I'll reframe my comment. Not how did they miss, but what a block. Fair play to Burnley. They've got this ungodly good defensive record. And the keeper there on the penalty save and Egan Riley there. Look at this for a tackle. That is superb. Absolutely superb from Egan Riley. Massive chance for Mayenda. And a big, big block by CJ Egan Riley. Goodness me. $93 gone now. Remember, we've got 6 minimum stoppage time. 0-0. But it's been a pretty chaotic second half, you would have to say. Is that confirmed? Anthony, did I definitely say 1-1? There you go. Thanks, Kieran. Burnley, but that's true. Burnley never lose, do they? For God's sakes. Talk about unbeaten home record. Burnley have lost like 1 game in 20 or something silly like that, haven't they? Here comes Isidore. Cullen pulls him back. Be a yellow card if the referee pulls that back after the advantage. But Sunderland down the left with Sirkin, who goes down. It's another penalty. Oh, my goodness me. Wow. It was a horrible tackle. I'm thinking he's got to give another penalty for that, hasn't he? And drama of all drama, what are they going to do? Surely Wilson Isidore can't take another penalty. This one looks more nailed on than the first one. Yeah, he catches him, doesn't he? Slides in. The ball's gone behind him. I mean, Sirkin makes something of it, but yeah, he definitely has a penalty, isn't it? Both feet catch him on the bottom there. It's so silly from Sonne, the substitute. And we are going to have another penalty. All hell's breaking loose here. We've got some Royal Rumble. James Trafford has now decided he's got cramp. He's probably going to try and delay this yet again. And this is going to be absolute chaos. I don't know who's in the middle of the melee here. Sirkin is there. Mayenda's there. Trafford has conveniently got cramp now. Remember, he was full of the dark arts delay in the first penalty. I would say the chances he's actually got cramp are very, very slim. Maybe the referee will make him go off for the penalty, hey? My goodness me. Who's going to take the penalty and can they convert it? I don't think we need to see another replay, Sky. I think it's definitely a penalty. The first one we think was a bit dubious. Contact outside the box. That's just a rubbish bit of defending by Sonne, isn't it? Definite penalty, isn't it? But we've got all kinds of skullduggery going on now. James Trafford really spent ages delaying the first penalty and he's gone down with cramp for this one. He's now going to faff about with his gloves. Would you believe Wilson Isidore is holding the ball and is going to take the second penalty, having missed the first one? Trafford is delaying again. And he's finally been booked. He should have been booked on the first one, frankly, shouldn't he? Isidore versus Trafford. My God. 96 up. What a moment. For the second time from the spot, Isidore, he saved it again. Oh, that is unbelievable. I cannot believe they let him take the second penalty. I said when it got given, he has got no business taking this one. I said when he missed that chance before, just go home and get some sleep. Fair play. James Trafford has saved it again. Again, it's not in the corner. And I just think it's a complete madness that they've let him take the second one. Look, Regis Lebris, I mean, what can he do? He set his team up well. They've had the chances to win this game 2-3 times now. They've not taken them. They've missed 2 penalties. And we are destined to have no goals in this game. Ballard is about to get a yellow card, isn't he? Surely that's going to be a yellow there. We're up to 97 on the clock. What drama here. 2 penalties taken by Sunderland, both by Wilson Isidore. James Trafford has saved both of them. I can't believe Isidore took the second one. I really, really can't. But he did. And if that's the protocol, that if you miss the first one, you still take the second one, then so be it. I don't know, but wow, what drama to end this one. Ballard did indeed go into the book. The ball's back with Patterson, and surely he's going to kick this down the ground, and we are going to end at 0-0. What utter drama in this one. That's on the gaffer, says Mark. I do kind of agree with Mark in the chat there. I said as soon as it got given, who the hell is going to take this one? Surely Isidor's not going to wind it back. Listen to what I said. Surely he's not going to take a second one, given what happened with the first and the mind games from Trafford. Ashley Barnes is going to come on for the last probably 5 seconds of this game. Lyle Foster has lasted to minute 98. Barnes comes in. I'm sure he'll calm things down in all the melees that are going on. Goodness me. What drama. James Trafford, a double penalty save. Not saved one and then it got retaken, but saved 2 separate penalties. One on 85, one on 95. Here's Ballard. And there is the final whistle. The camera, unfairly, but probably rightly, if that's not a contradiction, goes straight on Wilson Isidore, who pulls his shirt over his head, and then on James Trafford. Jaden Anthony, fair play, goes and consoles Isidore, but what a nightmare for the Sunderland striker. He has just got to forget that ever happened and move on to his next game. It's 0-0, but I think we can say with complete certainty, this is a game that Sunderland definitely, unequivocally should have won. Poor old Isidore looks really, really upset, and I can understand it. Just get off the pitch, mate. Get out of Dodge. Worst things happen at sea, matey, but he's missed 2 penalties. There's no way he should have taken the second penalty. No way. I think they just need to console him and get him out of there. And the Sunderland fans need to maybe show a bit of sympathy, empathy, whatever, for Wilson Isidore. But that is the deal, isn't it? It was 2 penalty kicks. James Trafford saved both of them. There was a bit of gamesmanship from Trafford. He was messing around with his gloves forever and a day for the first one. He went down with cramp before the second one, but fair play. The referee let him do it on the first one, which meant he had latitude on the second one. And to be fair, Trafford saved both of them. And, you know, this amazing Burnley defensive record goes on and on and on. That is going to be the story of the game. Isidore also missed a 1v1. By the way, I think Isidore's a really good striker. He's just going over and apologising to the Sunderland fans. Just get out of Dodge, mate. They're all applauding. Well done, Sunderland fans. Look, come on. Get behind him. He knows he's had a really, really rubbish night. He's missed 2 penalties and a 1v1. It is what it is. Get him out of there and, you know, make sure he's okay to play in the next game and his head's all right. But goodness me, lots of people telling me James Trafford is man of the match. I don't think you can disagree with that when he saved 2 penalties and, you know, kept his team in it. We'll go to some of your comments in just a sec. What I will do is just pop the league table up on the screen after that. Good support, to be fair, from the Sunderland players for Isidore, and great from the Sunderland fans. They went over, he apologised, and they all applauded him. You don't want to see fans taking their frustration. I know they've travelled and spent their money, but no player is trying to miss 2 penalties, are they? They're trying their utmost. There is the league table. Leeds stay top on goal difference, but play on Sunday at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield United could take top spot tomorrow if they beat Norwich. Sunderland will stay 4th, whatever happens now. And you've got to say, from a Sunderland point of view, if you look at it, 2 games against Burnley, they've taken 4 points, which is great. But come on, they should have had all 6. A 1v1 for Isidore and 2 penalties missed. Sunderland should be leaving here with 3 points. They should have taken 6 from Burnley, but for James Trafford, the Burnley keeper, another clean sheet and 2 penalty misses stroke saves. Goodness me. Mark, not a member, but watch all your posts. Thank you so much, Mark. $5 on the super chat. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you, everybody who's contributed today. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Applause from the Sunderland fans. Yeah, it was nice to see that. They just get behind the player. And I think the message from Regis Labrise needs to be, look, forget about it. He's a good striker. He's playing well for them. He's had an awful night missing 2 penalties. It is what it is now. Unbelievable. There you go, Kelly. And thank you again, Kelly, for donating those 20 memberships. Where was it? Let me throw that back up in the screen earlier on in the stream. So kind. Who needs goals when you get drama like that, Will? We like goals. Trafford said, thou shalt not score to Isidore. Well, very, very much so. Guys, if you've got nice comments, I'll pop them up as we put the outro up. It was drama. It was 0-0. It's a game Sunderland should have won. They've missed 2 penalties. But Burnley just have a habit of not conceding goals and not losing home games. Incredible. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It was Burnley 0, Sunderland 0. But that doesn't even begin to tell the story. If you say goodbye or thank you, I'll stick it up over the outro. And we will see you all. I think we're going to be back tomorrow for Cardiff versus Swansea and probably on Sunday as well for Leeds versus Sheffield Wednesday. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for the donations. Hit the thumbs up before you go. And we'll see you hopefully again this weekend. Over and out.